Hi there, I'm Ed from Microsoft and today I'm with ACS, and in this video series we're going to be looking at Surface devices. These Surface devices right here. We're going to talk about each device and look at their features and benefits and try and help you decide which Surface device is best for you. Alright, so let's have a look at the Surface Pro 7 Plus. So here it is. So again, we've got some accessories here. So we'll just move those to the side for the moment. We'll come back to those in just a moment. But once again, here we go. Surface Pro 7 Plus. Now again, probably looking at the packaging and thinking, well, that doesn't look particularly exciting. But again, it comes back to a message of sustainability. Microsoft, again, being committed to having environmentally friendly packaging. And they actually speak about this on the inside of the product, saying 64% of this material is actually made from recycled materials, but we'll circle back to that shortly. Let's have a look at the device itself. So here we go, the Surface Pro 7 Plus. Now, if you've watched any of the other videos in this Surface series, you might have already seen the Surface Go 3. And looking at this, you'll notice it's actually a very similar form factor. In fact, you could almost say this is the bigger brother of the Surface Go 3. So there it is, still with that integrated kickstand just as before. So there it is. Let's just move this to one side and let's have a look at some of the accessories. So once again, we have a type cover which is going to transform this device from a very powerful tablet into a very powerful laptop. So let's have a look. And once again, it's just as easy. It's magnetically attaches to the device. So we just offer it up to the bottom and it just snaps into place. There we go. And we can raise the keyboard up so it doesn't have to sit flat. We can raise it up. So again, giving a much more comfortable typing angle. And to complete our essential accessories, we have also the Surface Pen. Now, as before, this is the same Surface Pen which you'll see across many of the different Surface devices. Again, they're all compatible with one another. And the nib of the pen, again, having that 4,096 levels of pressure sensitivity, so giving a very accurate representation of using a real pen on paper. And of course, when you're not using the pen, it just snaps right onto the side there. So there we go, our Surface Pro 7 Plus is ready to go. So the Surface Pro 7 Plus, that name is a little bit of a mouthful. A lot of people ask when this product came out, why didn't they just call it the Surface Pro 8? Well, the reason they called it the Surface Pro 7 Plus was this was an advancement on the existing Surface Pro 7. They added a few more things. So it is now using the 11th generation Intel processors from an i3 all the way up to an i7. You can have between 4 and 16 gigs of RAM. You can have anywhere from 256 gigs of storage all the way up to a terabyte. So a lot of flexibility with this device and the range of specifications that are available. And of course, being more powerful than the existing Surface Pro 7. Also, the other additions to this is that it now features an LTE compatibility. So there is an LTE version of this device available. So you can pop a SIM card into this device and be mobile and productive from absolutely anywhere. Again, one of the key asks from a lot of organizations at the moment is enabling mobility in the workforce. And of course, this device is designed to do that. The other feature as well, if we can just flip this device over, you'll notice there's a small door on the back. This is so you can actually remove your own SSD. So when this device gets to end of life and you want to keep the memory, you don't want your hard drive winding up in some landfill somewhere, well, you can actually keep your own data. So data retention, again, security is always a hot topic of conversation. And with Surface, that is no exception. Keep hold of your own data. And of course, with having that 11th gen Intel processor, LTE capability, also battery life is an important consideration to make, especially when we're talking about mobility. This features 15 hours of battery life. Also supports fast charging as well. You can charge this from 0 to 80% in just over an hour. So if you don't have long to charge your device before your next meeting, the Surface Pro 7 Plus is definitely a device you should be looking at. So, who is the Surface Pro 7 Plus for? Well, that's a bit of a difficult one. Because of the flexibility with this device, because it is available in a whole range of specifications, it really means that this can suit a lot of needs of a lot of different workers. Whether you just need a device geared around mobility but not something particularly powerful, well, you can go with one of the lower Intel processors. But if you need something that has real computational power, then of course you can go for the i7 version. So there is a lot of flexibility. But ultimately, given the form factor and the style of the device, it is built around mobility. So if products like the Surface Go 3 isn't giving you the power and the performance that you need whilst you're out and about working with customers or clients or whoever, then absolutely the Surface Pro 7 Plus takes it to that next level, giving you additional battery, additional performance, but still in a form factor which is relatively slim and lightweight, can be easily slipped into a bag and taken anywhere. And of course, with that LTE compatibility, the ability to be productive from absolutely anywhere. So thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this video and you got all the information you needed. However, if you do still have questions, please don't hesitate to contact the team at ACS. They'll be able to help you with all your questions around Surface, hardware, and modern workplace solutions.